Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. Alright, the journey of the failed Paladin continues. Finally got the losses that I expected much earlier on, so it's sudden death now. If I could somehow get 3 more wins, this would actually be my best arena run ever, which would make me look like an even bigger idiot for complaining so much for the first 5 games or so. But I still don't have any Paladin-y, like, Paladin cards. I don't have the cards that you play Paladin in order to have.
I will fight with honor.
As good as this guy is, like, it's not the stuff. I'm going to get rid of the owl and see if I can get a little bit more diversity there. Which is probably dumb because the owl is kind of removable, but yeah, that's pretty good stuff. Going second is good. Playing against a mage is bad. So we're going to see. Nothing I can coin out is going to be very useful against that thing. Unfortunately, next turn if I coin out this guy reduces attack to 1, it's still going to have the ability to continue growing its attack back. That's quite possibly what I'm going to have to do anyway.
I hope you like my invention.
Or not. So now this is super awkward because most of what I have are 2 toughness things I could coin out. Which, guess what? Gnome plus Fire Blast kills a 2 toughness creature. I can play him, I'm totally wasting his ability, and he's still pretty much going to die. It seems like the best I can do, though. I mean, if I just play a Loot Hoarder, it's going to get killed by this or just by that without doing anything to her forces. I don't see how I have a whole lot of choice. I'm going to have to waste this guy's amazing, amazing power. Because I just need the 3 toughness. And he's probably going to get Frostbolted anyway. Yay! But I mean, at least my opponent had to use a Frostbolt. He used nothing otherwise. Okay, that's really bad. Now this thing's staying big. Really wish I'd kept that owl now. I don't have AoEs or anything. But whatever I play next is doomed, which is awesome. Guess it's going to be a Shattered Sun Cleric. This was a perfectly fine hand, but it's a horrible hand for what I'm up against, for the mage ability and just like the opening draw that she had. Loss number 3, here we come. I don't have AoEs. I have to attack my way through these guys individually. Wow, my opponent didn't even bother killing a Shattered Sun Cleric. That's awesome. Now, I can give it a bubble and play...
Not on my watch.
Like giving it a bubble, and I gotta play the Loot Hoarder because as much as I'd rather use a token right now, I need to make sure it's a big enough creature to get through the mirror images. Of course, there could be an AoE incoming of some kind. Cone of Cold would thrash me. Oh, hooray! Bluegill is one of the better things I could draw, but I'm still so beyond dead. Just from... My start wasn't even a bad start, it was just a bad start against what my opponent had. There's not quite any way that I can work it that Bluegill, Brewmaster, Bluegill again to kill this thing this turn. I'm going to die almost immediately. I guess instead of that, I've got options for next turn. I guess instead of that, I'll buff the bluegill.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Kind of a moot point. His name is Darth Thurderer. Why would you say well played when it's a game like this? It's not like I did anything. There's also not like I could have done anything, but yeah, that's just a sick start with the like mirror image worm, and she's against the only paladin in the world that actually, it's not that I didn't draw what I needed, it's that I couldn't draw the cards I needed because they didn't exist for me. Alright. See what I want. Get your hopes up with crap paladin and noob. I did win my gold back, so yay. We'll see what's in that pack, and then it's going to be too short a video, so we'll play a casual game. I don't think I had two of those guys, so that's okay. That's not very useful for me. No, that was a pretty garbagey pack. Awesome. We'll play... Let's do a casual match. Show you what a real paladin looks like. Not necessarily that good a paladin, like it... I don't know, it just feels like sort of an averagey paladin deck with nothing special, nothing particularly good. But you know what it has that'll make me feel better? It has friggin' 4-cost cards that kill things. It has the core paladin cards that every paladin should have. Which I'm pretty sure, like, that's 6 cards of your deck that are made up of 4-cost killing stuff cards, which I'm pretty sure are all common paladin cards, which is why it's so absurd that I couldn't get any in that last thing.
Luther versus Valera.
Watch your back.
I will.
Yeah, it's
fight
common.
with
They're all
honor.
common cards. Hammer of the Wrath was the only one I was unsure about. So I'm up against a rogue. This is probably a pretty good starting hand. I'm not going to mess with it. Going second. Second is pretty good. Okay, well, I'm sure it's a sucker move because it's just going to die, but I should probably... I'm going to coin out the Knife Juggler to try it anyway, or should I play the Bloodsail Raider? He can just get backstabbed or no combo eviscerated so easily. Maybe I'll actually coin out the one with 3 toughness. I know I have a weapon in my hand. It's only a 1-attack weapon anyway. It wouldn't make that much difference for her. Well, I guess she'd also get +1/+1 from it. Whatever. Being able to survive backstab seems worthwhile. She didn't have a backstab right away, which is fine by me. I'm going to hold off on him. There's nothing for him to kill either. If he's just doing the 1 damage to the opponent, that's not as amazing for his like knife jugglerness. It's amazing when it starts actually killing off their minions. Of course, this is a constructed rogue deck, so it's going to be pretty dangerous. What do you got coming for me?
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
A Naked Shattered Sun Cleric. Like, nobody's a buff. That's not so bad. You know, I was kind of saving you for the Knife Juggler, but yeah, I'm just going to
Not
kill
on
that
my
thing.
watch.
Why not? Gives me an extra creature in play. Board control.
Pass me that Arclight Spanner.
Okay. Blessing of Wisdom. Interesting. This is not actually the greatest for dealing with that. Her 4 toughness is kind of annoying. It's nothing worth doing the Blessing of Wisdom to. They'll all get their butts kicked. It'd be nice to get this sword out, but since I've already used my coin, I guess I'm just going to Defender Vargas and deliver some beatdown.
This is my responsibility.
Ta-da! So that's got to be a little bit disconcerting. It's hard for a rogue to do this kind of AoE damage, unless the Betrayal would have been really sweet for her. big eviscerate on that. That's fine. Very worthwhile, but not the end of the world for me. Okay. Well, I got a lot of damage out of that anyhow. If I play him and make a token, he's mostly just going to get killed. If I play this, make a 2/2 token, I can stab this guy. And that's pretty good. And keep doing beatdown, because I'm way ahead in health.
For justice. Into the breach. To Northrend.
Okay, that's mildly annoying. Ooh, I could silence that, but I can't afford to right now, because I do kind of need to murder this guy. I think that's the most important concern. Although, I could nerf him down to a 1/2. Then I still can't afford to silence or blow anything up, really. I could play the Knife Juggler, nerf him down to a 1/2. I still have mana for Blessing of Wisdom, which probably wouldn't help. Maybe we could try. I could get lucky with this and kill him, and that would be funny.
Let me think.
I think I'm going to do this.
Put this apple on your head.
They're going to come up fairly big.
Follow the rule.
And then...
Move quickly.
yeah, it doesn't make sense to do any Blessing of Wisdom right now if I can't attack right away.
For justice.
I'm going to stab this guy instead of the other one, because that actually reduces the amount of damage that my opponent can do. Now he can't do 3 to this guy without using something else, even if it's just stabbing. If she stabs him, she takes 4 to the face, so that's okay. I may not have used any of the 4-cost like Paladin killing things yet, but having this in my hand made me feel a lot better. And I'm pretty sure it's still going to come up before the end.
To Northrend.
That sucks. Really? You're willing to do damage directly to me? Craziness. 4, 9. Not really killing you. Not this turn. I'm going to blow that up and draw a card, see what I get. Vander Vargas, he's pretty good, but not as good as playing this right now. Shoot this? Nice. I like shooting that. And do more damage too. Your position is dire, my friend. I don't normally call people my friends who are not actually my friend. Okay, you really want to get rid of him by now, and I understand, but boy does that hurt, Trogdor. Apparently your name is Trogdor.
Mind if I roll me?
This is going to go downhill for you in a sec.
Not on my watch.
I cast the wrong thing on her, didn't I? I just targeted... I was sure I was blessing her, but I guess I forgot. I don't know what I did, but I won. Anyway. That didn't show off all the cards I was missing too much, but it's a constructed deck. It's a whole different set of things. Anyway, that was a little... Here, let's go back just to show you my Paladin deck. It is mostly cards that I sorely missed. Look, you make the reason you make a Paladin deck is so you can have this big chunk through here. Like 2 True Silver Champions, 2 Consecrates, 2 Hammer of Wrath. You got Defender of Argus. The Spellbreakers are more optional, I guess. I could use something else instead of them. And you want 2 Peacekeepers and 2 Protectors, and most of your Paladin deck is there, but they still end up being different depending on other stuff. Anyhow, well, it's a little bit disappointing towards the end, but only because it was going so much better than expected anyway. That was much better than anyone thought the crappy Paladin could get. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. Please click the like button before it clicks you.